Are you tired of the violence, tired of the injustice, police brutality, rampant discrimination, lack of gun control in this failed biased socioeconomic experiment called America? Or maybe you need a break from the relentless grind and want to regain control of your destiny, your wealth, your health, and your purpose. DiversifiedGame.com has the right course for you. Prepare for my first trip to Africa. Looking to reconnect with your roots, start a new business, or just a fresh start. Africa, aka the motherland, is waiting. Don't let the Chinese and the Mzungus have the fun and also take over the motherland. From Cairo to Mombasa, from Dakar to Cape Town, Africa has something for everyone, from business opportunities to the most amazing people, safety, leisure, and landscapes. The opportunities abound. It is time for the diaspora to reconnect with their roots. Time to reconnect with the birthplace of humanity. Africa is the last frontier. Get your head in the game and reclaim your legacy. The writing is on the wall. Babylon is falling. Give up the stress, grind, and violence inflicted on our people on this continent and prepare for a journey of restoration enjoyed by connecting with the land of your ancestors. Check out our new course and kick off your adventure at DiversifiedGame.com.
Hey fam, welcome back to the African Diaspora News Insider. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you the story. Today's story is about a young man that was roughed up and handcuffed by the police for just trying to help another black person. Let me show you the clip, we'll come back and discuss.
A black man says he was arrested downtown because he stopped to watch another black man who was being questioned by police. He ended up being handcuffed and given a ticket. Angela, he's filing a complaint against Montreal police.
That's right, Mitsumi. And according to Pradil Wanhu, he was riding his bike on his way to a friend's house to play music when he says he saw police stopping and questioning another black man at the corner of Maisonneuve and Montcalm. Now, he says he was observing things from a good distance when a police cruiser pulled up and the officer shouted at him, asking, "What are you waiting for? To start filming?" Now, as you see here, he did eventually pull out his phone to start filming, but he says it was only when that same officer approached him and told him the reflector on his front bicycle tire was missing. He asked for his ID. He says the officer wouldn't answer when he asked what he needed his identification for. And that's when he says officers forced him up against a wall, roughed him up, and handcuffed him. It happened so fast, he says he was shaking with fear. Wanhu says the officers searched through his things, they took his ID, and told him a ticket would arrive in the mail for not having a reflector on his front tire. So now he's planning to file some complaints with the Police Ethics Commission and Quebec's Human Rights Commission.
I felt really scared. I felt really scared, and also I felt like I was in school and I got bullied. The only difference is I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to do that because sadly I think it's not going to end well. I know that I'm not going to get justice, but I'm going to do it because I have to speak. We have to speak about it. It's too much, I think.
Now, I spoke a little while ago to the executive director of the Center for Research Action on Race Relations, and he believes the level of force the officers used is unacceptable and unjustified, calling it a case of racial profiling.
It looks like basically a pretext stop as a way to basically either to give this man a hard time and basically to get him into the police database and also to basically to justify why they would detain and rough him up. They needed a valid reason to rough him up because honestly, when you just look at the number of people riding the bikes downtown, some of them have no reflectors whatsoever.
Now, he's referencing there the SPVM's new street check policy unveiled last summer, following a report showing Montreal police are more than 4 times as likely to stop black people than white people. That policy requires officers to have a strong purpose for stopping people in public places, and they're also supposed to record the perceived or presumed race of the people they stop. But Niemi says it's unclear where they're at with any race-based data collection. Montreal police say they are aware of the incident and the videos and are investigating. Mitsumi?
As you saw, he was roughed up, all this. Let me tell you what the reasoning was. The reasoning was that he was missing a reflector on his bike. That's just, you can just give him a ticket for that. You don't need to harass him. You don't need to handcuff him like that. And he actually told us exactly what happened. He said he saw somebody being arrested, a black person being arrested. So he's like, what's happening? So he stopped to look. When he was doing that, he said a police car came in, parked behind him, and he shouted at him and said, what are you looking for? Are you trying to film? And he was like, no. He went to shock. He just froze because he was scared. He said he felt like he was being bullied and he's back in school. So he gets out of his car and starts asking him questions, and he's like, open your bag. So he asked why. So when he said why, he said he pushed him against the wall, he roughed him up, he opened his bag, took his phone, put handcuffs on him, and then continued to say, okay, you don't have a reflector, so we'll give you a ticket. So that was so unnecessary. They were just trying to prove that they are the boss. They just wanted to show him that they're superior than him. And him trying to stand up for another person, they knew he was looking at that arrest, thinking what's happening. Is that a just arrest? Is it something that I should be involved in, you know? Nowadays, people care. People want to film and show the rest of us that this thing happened and this is not right, so that they can have support from the rest of us. And even the fact that the police asked him, the first question he asked was, why are you looking at that? Are you trying to film? Like, just being sarcastic and degrading. So this kid obviously is going to sue. He said he's going to sue. He felt really, really bad, and he couldn't understand why he was being put through that situation when they could have just given him a ticket and that's it. So this is definitely a racial profiling, and I hope he sues and he gets his money. Anyways, guys, do let us know down below what your thoughts are about this young man being roughed up and put in handcuffs for trying to help another person by just looking. It's not even, he didn't even go ahead and do something. He just looked at the situation because he needed to see if everything that's going on there is fair or not. That's my takeaway from this. Let us know down below what your thoughts are. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you the story. I will see you on the next one. Bye.
If you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com. or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the African Diaspora News Channel app, now available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.